Hey everybody, here with a video today for a question that I get asked a lot. Whenever Out of the Park goes on sale, whether it's like the All-Star game or the postseason, or I think around New Year's too, when the price drops, I get more questions about, I think people who find my videos and say, should I buy this game? What's it like? Would I like it? Kind of thing. So I wanted to make a video here for those purposes of just kind of showing basically what the game is and what might help answer whether people would like it or not. This is the OOTP start screen where you can start a new game. And some of this, I'm going to gloss over some things. Certainly there's more nuance to some of the things that I'm saying, but I just want to try to give people who don't know the game a feel for what the game is. So in general, you can start three kinds of games, not counting Perfect Team, which is not something I've ever played and cannot speak to you intelligently on. So you can start a standard game where you start with the 2021 season and rosters, etc. You can start a historical game where you pick any historical season and pick up there with a Major League team. For example, I have a video coming out, I think sometime in November it'll be out, where I played the 1994 season as the Montreal Expos, who were the best team in the majors when the season was stopped because of a work stoppage. So I did that. And then you can also create a new custom game where you can create your totally fictional baseball universe, fictional players, fictional league, fictional everything, and customize it to your own liking. And I'd say customizing is one thing that's really big about Out of the Park. Even in the standard games, you can customize so much. So I generally play standard games. I think most people who pick up the game looking to start it play standard games to get a feel for it. And you don't have to do challenge mode. Don't worry about that. So we're going to start, and you can pick if you want what leagues you want to include. Again, I'm not going to go through this all like a beginner guide of setting up your league. I'm going to give a feel for the game, but I'm going to show you how to start your first game. So we're just going to start with Major League Baseball. I normally play with some of these leagues on, but we don't need that. And then you can name it. You can also do a live start, but we're not going to do that. So then we go in and we start the game, and it's just going to load a few things for us. And so what's going to happen next is it's going to bring us to a screen where we're going to decide what type of role that we want to play in the game. And in Out of the Park, you can be just a general manager, just a manager, or a GM and manager. I generally pick GM only. That's the type of, I more like the strategy of roster building and trades and drafts and free agents more than I like deciding what pitcher to bring in the bottom of the seventh of a game in June. So I do manage some of the postseason games, some of the more important games, but in general, I don't. So you can see here, I'll do GM and manager just for this. And, we'll of course pick the Orioles and go in here, and I'll show you what you do. So basically, Out of the Park it's a strategy game. It's a baseball strategy game, and you can it'll teach you. If you don't know everything about MLB roster rules, you'll learn it playing this game. Basically, you have a front office screen where you manage your whole organization, from salaries to player development in the minor leagues to your coaching staff to your staff roles. You got scouting, you've got an owner you've got to keep happy. And then you've also, like I said, this game is very customizable in that you can change the rules of the league. Like, you can put the designated hitter in the AL and the NL. You can change the size of rosters. You can change the length of the injured list, etc. So, I would say if you really like strategy-based things and roster building, all that, yes, you should absolutely buy this game, and it's for you, and you'll love it. It'll be really overwhelming at first if you've never played a lot, but you'll slowly get the hang of it. I would say if you more like playing out as a player, like MLB Road to the Show or something, or playing as a team through a season in MLB The Show, this game, you probably won't enjoy this because the actual baseball playing isn't the focus of this game. You're not actually really pushing a button to like swing a bat or make a pitch. The most you get involved is as the manager. So, you've got your, here you can be the manager, customize your pitching staffs, your lineups. And then you can, they also have like a lot of prospect coverage, which isn't filled out here because it doesn't get filled out to opening day, of course. You've got sorry, got a piece of pretzel stuck in my tooth there.
You can go and look at all your transaction logs. You can customize your ballpark. You can look at the history of your franchise and the all-time leaders. And it's cool, as you play through, your players will appear there. So this is kind of, it's very text-based here as the general managers. You set your budgets. You look at all these things. But then you can also go in and manage a game if you want to do that. And I'm going to forward here to the beginning of the season so you can see when you go into a game the type of control you can have as a manager if that's what you want to do. If you want, you can start the game as the manager for the Minnesota Twins rookie ball team or their A ball team, whatever you want, and try to work your way up and apply for jobs and get hired. But you can also go into commissioner mode and take over anything you want. So let's no thanks. So if your opening day roster, and then let's go in and let's play the Red Sox. I'm going to turn this sound way down because it always comes through super loud in the videos. And so here's where you can change your lineup and all that before the game. You've got your team here, and you can customize a bunch of options right here. But we're not going to worry about all that right now. I'm just going to show you what if you're interested in the manager thing. Not as much as, and we're going to put me in charge of all this for a minute. If you're not as interested in the general manager thing, but you think managing a game might still be fun for you, I'm going to show you what that's like real quick here too. So this is obviously we're at Fenway. This is the ballpark. These graphics are way upgraded this year. They've gotten way better the last few years to where this gameplay is. It can be fun to watch, and so I don't do pitch by pitch. And what this does is it just takes you to the last pitch of the at bat. But you can go pitch by pitch and really coach every pitch of the game. Like, I can tell my guy, all right, we're going to bunt for a hit here on the first pitch of the game. Like, let's go for it. So let's see what happens on his bunt. Oh, he dropped it down, and he's going to get thrown out at first. All right, so he's out. So next guy, Ryan Mountcastle, we're going to tell him to swing away, first pitch. And he swings away, and that's down into the corner, and that's a double. And so if there'd been a close play at second, I would have asked you if you wanted to send him. But obviously that wasn't the case here. He easily had a double. So you can go through. Now, I could put a hit and run on. I could bunt. I could take a pitch, swing away. But you can also just do pitch, not pitch by pitch, and you'll get the conclusion of the at-bat. So here, swing away. You can see the count's now 3-2. And he swings away, and he's down on strikes. So let's skip ahead a half inning, and I'll show you what it's like here on the other side of the ball. So you're not telling him which pitch to throw. You're saying, do you want to pitch around, pitch to contact, pitch to batter, hit him, do a mound visit. You can control your infield and outfield. But we'll say pitch to batter, and it's not on pitch by pitch, so it's a 2-2 pitch, and it's a base hit to left field. So that's kind of the gist of if you like the manager side of things. Again, I generally I generally play just as a general manager, and then I'll do some managing in the postseason and win big games. Oh, the Red Sox put up 6 on us in that first inning. That's ugly. John Means, opening day, went a third of an inning and gave up 6 runs. So those are the kind of the two main modes you can do in terms of general manager with all these screens. Of just everything you could think about managing for a team, it's here. Here's your counting, your budget. Player development has all your prospects, and you can go through your system, and you can customize how much of this you want to control. You can control your minor league teams. You can have your minor league managers or your assistant general manager do it. So that's kind of how you run it as a general manager. So should you buy this game? Do you like kind of thinking through baseball teams in terms of roster construction and free agency and trades and all that, and kind of would like a really realistic game engine that runs all that? Then yeah, I would say you'll definitely like this game. I've always liked strategy games, and I've always liked sports games, sports management type stuff. So this game is like perfect for me in terms of what I like. But again, if you more just like mashing buttons, and I don't mean that's a bad thing. I love, playing FIFA and all that stuff. If you more like, playing the games in Madden, FIFA, the show, and that's more your thing, I would say you're probably not going to enjoy this. If the other type of game is the only type that appeals to you. But if you have any questions specifically about the game, of course, feel free to leave them in the comments. Feel free to contact me wherever, on other videos or on the channel page, Twitter, all that, and I'd be happy to answer them. I have a bunch of tutorial videos if you're just getting started. But hopefully this is helpful, since I do often get asked a lot, what is this game like? Should I buy it? I hear a lot about it. Yeah, thanks for watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up so other people who might have the same question as you maybe will find it. And hopefully I see you on another video. Take care.